Well, welcome back, everyone.
For a Time Like This podcast.
I'm Natalie,
And I'm Ashley.
and we're your hosts.
So we're finally back. It feels
we
like
are
forever.
finally back, and I'm so excited, you guys. I really am.
Me
I
too.
I felt like I should have seen you so like the last Tuesday and like the days that we do it. I feel like she should have been there with me, but I don't know. It was crazy. I started getting used to seeing you and your kids, you know.
I know they asked, like, we're going to Elena's, which actually, we come by her house to water her plants
Yeah.
and feed her doggy, and the kids are like, let's go to Elena's house. And they get here and they're looking for Elena, and I'm like,
Yeah, she was so nice. She's such a good friend. She watered my plants and made sure my dog was fed.
it's no big deal. I literally live walking distance from my house. So on her afternoon walk, we just stop by.
Well, everybody, like all our friends and stuff, were all at camp too. So, you know,
The whole church went out.
yeah.
Speaking
anyway.
of camp, how'd it go?
I think camp was great. I know the girls loved I think Camilla's favorite thing was the slip and slide that they have. Elena's was, I don't know, she's just kind of, she's still a little bit too small, so she don't.
She was scared of the slip and slide.
She was scared, wasn't she? But I don't know what she really liked. She just kind of was there. Like, she had fun. I think hers probably was the jumping things, the bouncy things. But I loved it. I enjoyed it. I heard my granny's brother, which is, I don't know, I guess I'm going to just call him my great uncle.
That's what you're going to do.
But he preached there, and it was nice to see him. We don't usually get to see him unless he's like preaching at our church. So that was nice to get to see them and see the twins and everybody else. So
That's good.
Ashley, how was your week while I was gone?
I didn't look like we just normal life. I finished my book, and it's exactly what I wanted. I was going to bring it to you today. I completely forgot. It's like the dark true crime mystery,
And
but
I
there's
love
like no cussing. There's like Christian stuff in it.
Yeah.
It's like not only Christian based, but there's just like things throughout it, and you could tell it's like a Christian author.
Yeah.
There's no cussing. The scenes,
good.
like even though it's telling about graphic murder stuff, it's like nothing that's just out of the
Yeah,
way. So,
right.
like, you know how sometimes you read a book and you're like, that's unnecessary.
Yeah, that's like, you shouldn't have put that.
Yeah, so that was like no
That's
unnecessary
good.
silliness. So I was so
Good,
excited
yeah.
about that.
I'm going to borrow it from her and see how it is.
Yeah, she
too.
might be like,
'Cause
y'all
I mean,
don't
I love, like we said, we love true crime. We like reading it, you know, sometimes, and some of them are not like real, but we still kind of like reading it. So anyway.
I was excited about that.
But
book.
also, Ashley, I think you got a new somebody this week too. Your new niece.
Oh yes, I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like so confused. I'm like, did I get somebody else?
Yeah, well,
I had just told her my brother-in-law is coming today to stay the week or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I thought that's what she was talking about. I'm like, I don't. It's not that exciting.
this past week,
Yes,
Ashley.
no, I got a beautiful new little niece, Aubrey
She's so
Jane.
cute.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. And like, I got a picture of her a few hours after birth, so she's like wrapped in her blanket, and she was already beautiful then.
Oh,
Like, you know, some babies are
Yeah.
like, well, not so
Listen,
cute.
I
My
got-
kids were really cute, but
Yeah, I think she was really cute. But
so.
I got the picture because I texted her and I said, "Has she been born yet?" Because we're so excited, and I feel like with her, Ashley and Brooke, I feel like we're all close in age, so we all kind of relate and kind of just talk more. So I feel like whenever I usually text her. So I said, "Hey, has she been born?" And she sent me a picture, and I was like, "Oh, she's so adorable." And then I had my sister-in-law. She was like, "I didn't know she was having it today," and she was like, "How'd you get a picture?" I was like, "My friend." It's like my friend Ashley.
I want to open it. Yep.
So, but anyway, she is so cute.
She was really
She
cute.
was held a lot, not by her mom, but by everybody else because we were really all excited. So,
So she, I think she's held a lot at home too. Because I went to visit her and they had like a little swing, and I was like, "Oh, does she like her swing?" She's like, "She's not been knocked
not
out
tried it
since
yet."
she got home, so I don't know."
that's so funny. That's good though. I mean, I feel like it's so exciting. I don't know about you, but like I know you have a girl and a boy, and I bet there was a sweetness and a difference to
Yeah,
like
because
both
she
boy
has
and
like
girl.
the boys and the girls.
Yeah.
The grandpa is really happy about it. I don't know what they call him. I don't know if it's grandpa, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like, "A baby girl."
But yeah, I bet that's just new to her because she has two boys, like I said. But anyway, it was exciting.
Sorry, I forgot that she was born. But yeah. So today we wanted to talk about being like a homemaker.
Homemaker, yeah.
Just like what that all entails. And
And I do gotta say, like, homemaking is not like you have to make everything from scratch. You're always cleaning all the time. This is not just that is not. I mean, it's part of it.
I was gonna say, I feel
but-
like I'm always.
I mean, it's part of it, but I feel like it's rewarding.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, we really wanted to talk about homemaking and
Our aspects,
our
our
aspect
takes.
on what we do, and just kind of, our lives in a way.
Yeah.
Because we are both at home
Stay-at-home moms.
Stay-at-home moms, and I don't work no more. Last day.
Happy day.
guys. Yeah. So, but anyway.
Which, let me go ahead and add. I do think you could be a homemaker and still work outside the home.
Yeah.
I don't think, like, we're just coming from the aspect of that. That's what we are. We are
Yeah.
stay-home moms, but you're still a homemaker.
I
even
mean,
if
I
you're not.
worked for a little bit and still stayed at home. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not against it. I'm not, I think you could still definitely be a home.
I was the one who came up with the idea this time to do the homemaker. We started like thinking about like we'll come up with the idea, then we just kind of think about it for however long. So I come across the trend of these women doing, and there's different women doing different amount of days, but the one I seen originally was 7 days of wearing a dress.
A dress, yes.
So for like 7 days, instead of doing like their yoga pants and t-shirts and all that, they're wearing dresses.
They're wearing dresses.
And like they were saying, like it made them feel better,
And feminine.
and that was my thinking, because like we wear dresses all the time. Like no, let me rephrase that. We wear skirts too.
Yeah.
So we wear dresses and we wear skirts, but we're always dressed like very ladylike.
Ladylike, yeah.
And
And
so-
I always feel feminine when I get dressed up.
Yeah.
Like in a skirt, in a dress, I always feel that way. So,
I do too. And actually, I don't ever wear pants.
Yeah.
I even like at night, I don't wear
Yeah,
pajamas. I wear nightgowns. My take from it, like these women are, but I think like just dressing like a lady to start with, like wearing dresses,
Yeah.
is gonna make you feel like more feminine,
feminine.
more of like your kind of get into your role of like a housemaker,
Yes,
a homemaker, like that kind of thing. I really think the dresses, even though everybody's like, oh, I can wear whatever, but I'm thinking there's a link. Like you wear a dress for a whole week and then tell us if you don't wear dresses, if you
if
feel
you don't feel feminine, or if you
yeah,
just,
if it makes you feel a little different.
Yeah. And I know it's just a trend for some of them just to try and do the trend, but I really, really like dresses. Now for me, I have to like figure out which dress is for me because I'm short and
Me too.
there's some dresses that I'm just like, this ain't cutting it. So I won't wear that dress.
Honestly, actually, this dress right here, whenever I steam it, and it's all nice and straight, it's too long. So I just had to wear it wrinkled so that it's not too long on me.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, I love wearing, but I feel like I love wearing dresses, but I feel like I wear skirts more. I feel like for church, I wear a lot of dresses.
I do.
I don't know why.
Like, are you talking about just like around your house? You don't wear
Just
a lot of dresses?
around my house, I don't really wear dresses. I rather wear like just a skirt and a shirt, whether it's a jean or a shirt or if it's a pencil skirt or a shirt. I just wear that more than I do a dress.
Yeah, I do both. Like, I don't have there's like, actually, I have a few dresses that I've bought that I have like, they're like my around the house dresses, and I have like worn them out, like they have bleach stains on and everything.
cleaning
It's like,
dresses.
and I know I have one, it's so ugly. My husband like looks at me anytime I put it up. I'm like, but this is like my get dirty dress. Like,
yeah.
I tried to bleach it and it made it orange. So it's real rough looking dress. But like I don't dress like this around my house usually. Now if I go out in public I will, but like
Yeah.
around my house I'll have like a house clothes. That's
Yeah.
like I don't really want anybody in public. Like if you come to my house, I'm modest and you can come in and I look
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
but I'm not gonna wear those clothes out in public.
Right. Yeah. I think my husband would call that your moo comfortable dresses. But anyway, yeah, you'll probably see me more in a skirt and a shirt if you come to my house because it's just what I'm used to. But I also don't have like dresses that are like just to be wearing out. Like I have this one, but like to wear out to town or whatever.
Would you wear that to town?
Yeah, I would wear
Oh,
this
okay,
to
okay.
town. Yeah, but like there's like one or two dresses like this that I have that I can wear to town.
I got
But
what
there's like the other ones are like more like church.
Oh, I got what you're
you know?
saying. Yeah.
So, but anyway,
I've bought like these type of dresses.
yeah,
They're
so like that looks like it would be for both.
Yeah, that's
To
what I
me.
like to buy. Is
Yeah.
those that are kind of like
Both.
you could wear it on a Thursday night or you could wear
Yes.
it to town. That's what it kind of because I'm like I'm poor. So I gotta be very choosy about what I buy.
Listen, I feel like I have this thing with church though. Like Sundays, Sunday morning, we have church on Sunday morning, Sunday night, and on those days, I like to dress up. Thursdays, not really. I was
It's a more casual
It's
feel.
more of a casual
same
vibe
way.
for me. So like dresses like this that would go for both. That's what I would wear.
Yeah,
A lot.
I'm with you on
So,
that. That's what I
but
like to
anyway,
do. Like
yeah.
you just throw a pair of heels on with it, you're good to
You're
go.
good to go. Yep.
Doing that one. So do you get up and get dressed every day? Like even if it's not like to go out in public,
Right.
just around your house, do you still get up and get dressed?
I used to not, but I wouldn't like stay in my pajamas all day, like if that makes sense. Like I used to not just like I would just get up and start my day like normal, and it'll still be in my pajamas, but like I wouldn't get dressed till like maybe mid-afternoon, maybe right before my husband gets home. But
You ever come home and catch you like, I don't always wear pajamas all day.
yeah. He probably did. I don't remember. But but I feel like the last 2-3 years, I think since I've had my little girl, she got me where like I get up, I get dressed. Well, like, you know, I do all my morning stuff, but then like I'll get dressed and get ready for the day like that morning, not wait until noon or that evening before my husband gets home. But I start getting dressed. But then I started to, when I had my oldest one, I got her dressed all like in the mornings all the time. I got her used to getting dressed after she wakes up a little bit, and I got dressed, she got dressed. So that's just been our routine for the last couple of years now. So I do now get dressed, you know, in the mornings. So
Every day, yeah, that's what I do. Like every morning, I'll go in, I'll make my breakfast, get that kind of cleaned up sometimes. But no, like I'll get up, get the breakfast going, all that
Yeah.
stuff, and then I'll like wash my face, brush my teeth.
Yeah.
I don't always like fix my hair fancy.
Yeah,
I'll
I don't
sometimes
either.
usually it's just throw up in a messy bun and I put on clothes that like if someone comes to my door, I'm presentable.
yeah.
So that's my daily thing. My kids, usually I'll get them dressed when I'm getting dressed. Sometimes I'll wait until like after lunch because they still make such a mess, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't have to change your clothes right after we get through eating lunch anyway. So sometimes they're like a little hit and miss on the what
Yeah.
time they get dressed. But if we're going to go outside, like I don't let them go outside in their jammies and all that
Yeah,
stuff. Usually,
yeah.
like if we're going to go outside that day, we get dressed before we walk out.
I mean, I do that too. It's not every day that my kids get dressed. I get dressed every day now, but like it's not every day that my kids get dressed. You know, like you said, they'll probably wait till lunch, and then they want to go outside after lunch. They'll get dressed then. But like it's just one of those things.
Yeah, I
with
do
the
mix
kids
same way.
too.
Like they're as long as they're comfy and playing. I don't know.
Yeah. So Ashley, what do you do as a habit to keep your home going?
So I try to. My husband's going to listen to this and be like, "Woman, you are lying to everyone." No, what I try to do, like, to get myself set up for success the next day is like that night. I try to make sure my kitchen's completely clean before we go to bed, and I try to like have my house picked up.
Yeah.
Like I don't like go scrub the floors every night and all
Right.
that stuff, but I do try to have like everything tidy.
Tidy.
So that when I get up in the morning and the house is straight, I just feel like, okay, now I can get stuff. And I always try to have my coffee pre-made so that when I walk in the kitchen, when my husband walks in the
smell it.
kitchen,
It wakes
the
you up.
coffee's ready to go. And I feel like once I have my coffee and my house is clean, we can tackle that day.
Yeah.
So, and then also another thing I try to do is like I always try to know what the plan is for the next day. Like usually, like my kids are pretty young. We don't have like a job or nothing. So our days are just like, there's really no like, I try to have like a routine, but we have no like real set schedule. So, but I try to just like plan out like the next day, like what our plans are. So if we do have to go somewhere, so I'm like, all right, we gotta get up, we get this going, try to set up my day for the
Yeah.
next day. So that's kind of my habits to success.
Well, I'm
On a
in the
weekly
same
day.
boat. I am on the same boat. There for a little bit, I did not used to like. I cleaned up the kitchen and did all that, but like the toys that my kid got strewn out in the evening wasn't a whole lot of toys, so I didn't like mess with them. So like I started getting where like I got tired waking up in the morning and putting those away, and then her getting them back out. So I've done the same thing where you know, after they go to bed, after they do all that, I get all my stuff done at night too. Like kitchen, probably not last night.
I know, I didn't either. She's like, don't worry about the pans and the dish or the
Yeah,
sink. And I was like, oh, no. Yeah, I didn't
Ashley
really
came
this last
to my
either.
house, you guys, and my dishes is not done. So she's gonna be like, "You lied." No,
No, I literally last night I did not.
yeah.
But the reason why it's so crazy, like the messier my kitchen is, the more likely I am. There was like a few things that I had to wash,
Yeah.
and like a few things to throw away, and it's like a 5-minute job, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'll get it in a minute.
Yeah.
I'll get it in a minute, and then like by the time bed's come,
You're
and I'm like,
tomorrow.
yeah, I'll just do that later.
Yeah,
That's kind
I-
of like the worse it is, the more apt I'm gonna do it. If it's like
Yeah.
super easy cleanup, then it's like, I can
Yeah,
do that
I
before
think
bed and forget.
that's what I did last night too. Like we didn't have a big dinner,
Exactly. same
and
thing.
there wasn't a whole lot of dishes. I did all the pots and pans, but like some of the plates and stuff, I just left them in the sink. But anyway, that's basically kind of what my routine is too. I'll get the kitchen. I like my floor swept. Like I'm one of those persons that likes my floor swept before I go to bed. I don't know why. It's just been a habit. I think it's just where I was raised kind of like it, I guess. You sweep and you go to bed. But anyway, I do the same thing. I clean up my kitchen, the living room, all the toys and everything, and you go to bed. Because, I mean, you wake up in the morning, you do not want to start cleaning all that mess.
That sets my mood for the day too,
Yes,
really. Just
yeah.
like if you walk in and it's like there's a mess, you're just like,
Yeah. So, but anyway, I think having just a tidy home, even if not all the toys are up, I think even just waking up just to find something small, it's fine. But like just waking up knowing that your house is tidy, you can just start your breakfast, you know, without actually doing dishes for the breakfast, you know.
So, an area that we kind of want to improve in, or I want to improve in, is the weekend. I don't know what happens.
The weekend's crazy, you guys. Your
Yes.
husband's home. Well, if your husband's home, your kids are home, you're home. So it's like more.
And I don't know what happens. I have tried different things. Like on Saturday nights, I have like did my routine, have the house tidy, not perfect, but like kind of
Right,
tidied
yeah.
up. I have even on occasion had like all our clothes for Sunday ready,
Right.
like the morning and night service. And I don't know what happens on Sunday. Monday morning, it's like it's a disaster. It is a disaster. I have even like come home on Sundays. It's been only a few occasions, and it didn't help, so I stopped. Like come home and try to like straighten up the house and get everything. And no, it's still Monday morning. I guess like that night shift of
Yeah.
getting ready for church.
Listen, I don't know whose house is tidy on a Sunday, but you're gonna have to let us know whose house it is because
What are your secrets? It
What-
looks like
yeah,
a pigsty
what are your
on
secrets?
Monday morning.
Because my house is the same way. I've tried to also come home, and if we're eating here, you know, I'll cook, and after we all get done, you know, I'll clean up the table, straighten up the dishes, and then start straightening up the whole house, all the clothes that my kids got out, all the clothes that my husband's got out, all the clothes that I got out, and I mean, it's just one of those things, and I feel like it's the same way on Sunday night because you decide this is what you're wearing, but then it's not what you're wearing, so you pick something different. So I am in the same boat.
And I don't know, like I do wash laundry during the weekend, but like sometimes I guess maybe I don't get to it to put it away.
Yeah.
Because it's just like we're gone and coming and going so much. But I have not figured out that hack. That is an area that I keep trying to improve, but I try stuff and it doesn't work, and I'm like, it's too much work.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
I've learned not to do laundry during the weekend besides towels. Now, towels, I don't like them sitting there and kind of like soggying up, I guess you could say. But towels are the only thing that I really do in the weekends. Like, I do not mess with any of the clothes because I know, one, I'm not going to get to it. I'm not going to fold it. I just leave it for the week that's coming up. Like, I don't do it. I don't touch it besides towels.
I wash them just because, like, if I don't, then somebody's gonna be like, I'm out of something, or
Yeah.
you know, I don't. We go through clothes like crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know what we do. Like, I literally put one outfit on, and then somehow in the laundry there's like 10.
10.
And I'm like, I only wore one today. Because I do laundry daily throughout the week. Like every day I do some type of load. Sometimes I'll do like towels and
Do
a
you know how
load.
many loads do you go through? Like,
I know?
Do you know, like, on the top of your head, how?
At least 5.
5?
At least because I'm doing it every single day.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm doing, like, okay, today I did a load of clothes and then I washed, like, some bedding. And then
So, yeah.
I might do some towels when I get home.
I feel like
Not
I
sure.
have like 6 or 8 loads every day just because, like, you do bedding, and that's always separately. And then, like, you do clothes, kids' clothes.
Do you do yours and your husband separate than your kids?
Yes, mine and my husband's I do it together, but the kids I feel like I just do it their own. So that way, like, it's in the dryer on their own, and it's out of the dryer. I can just take it in their room and just put it away as I'm going through. Weekends are just crazy, you guys. I don't know. Saturday, I think it's just having your husband there, and you're not on your routine because your husband's there. You said this before the last week where you were with your husband. It's
Like
totally, it's
3
just
weeks.
different.
We worked like 2 days that first week back.
I just think it's just different having your husband there. I mean, you love your husband, but I think also he's not used to your routine, and it's just one of those things that I don't know how to explain it, but it's just
And
really
usually when they're
different.
off work, because they're usually gone, you kind of want to spend time with them too.
Yeah, and you don't really want to touch nothing. Like, you don't want to do
Yeah,
dishes.
when he's not doing nothing, I don't think I'm supposed to be doing nothing,
right.
but that's messing me up.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anybody have any tips for what we need to do on the weekend?
Yes, it's a mess. Actually, this whole summer's been a little bit messy for me because I had planned to have all these goals, and then I went on vacation first thing, and now I'm in vacation mode.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do nothing. Like yesterday, I went to my sister's house, and I just like sat by her pool and played in her pool, and the kids played outside, and I'm like, this is all I want to do. Like when I went home, I'm like, I gotta do stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta do laundry, cook stuff.
I think that's why I kind of like going leaving my house sometimes.
Yes.
Because I'm like, I don't feel like doing nothing, and I know if I'm home, I'm gonna tackle something,
Yep.
and I really don't want to that day.
Yeah, because I can't usually just like, if I'm just sitting on my couch looking at the stuff, it makes you feel guilty,
Yes.
and you can't enjoy
And
your
you can't enjoy-
relaxation. Yeah, so sometimes I don't do nothing, which is a mess, but I
Yeah.
can't enjoy my relaxation.
Yeah. Since we've not done this, because I feel like here recently I've gotten used to doing our podcast and not doing it that one week, and the following week where you were gone, or the 3 weeks ago
yeah.
where you were gone for a week. I feel like it just kind of messed me up a little bit, just because I feel like you said, I'm on vacation mode and I don't want to do nothing.
I'm sort of not the only one. I'm starting to feel a little guilty, but I'm just like,
No.
nah. The house, like, I really need to do deep cleaning, but I'm like,
Forget this.
I haven't.
But anyway,
Well, speaking of being on vacation and things we need, what's your favorite chore?
I don't think I have a favorite chore, but if I had to
Your
pick one,
I hate when you leave.
okay, the least one, I think it would be sweeping and mopping.
You like that?
I
the most.
like sweeping and mopping. Not only, I think it's just because I like walking in a clean floor. I like that feeling of that fresh, clean floor, whether it's just swept or just mopped, either one. That I feel like if I had to pick a favorite chore, I feel like that would be it.
Mine's vacuuming.
Vacuuming.
Yeah, I guess kind of like similar.
Yeah.
When I'm vacuuming, I know that everything's clean. If that's the reason I like it. But like I vacuum every single day. If
Yeah.
you come into my house, you're gonna be like, she does not. But I really do. Like every day, I'm vacuuming the floors. I don't always sweep and mop.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of a lot. I vacuum like my kitchen and I sweep up like whatever
Yeah.
stuff. But I don't like mop every day.
Yeah, I sweep every day. I feel like I sweep every night after we all go to bed. Like I said, I like that fresh, clean floor. So I feel like that's what I do. That's my routine for the night. And my husband probably wonders why I take so long. That's why, sweetheart. I like my floor swept.
Those floors.
So, but anyway, but yeah, what's your
Least.
least
Dishes.
what's your dishes?
Like, well, just like the whole cleaning of the kitchen. That I don't know. I hate it.
I hate laundry.
Laundry.
Yeah.
I don't like laundry, but I don't. The dishes being done, like the cleaning that kitchen after.
Yeah.
I love cooking. Like that's my favorite thing
Yeah.
to do is cook and bake and all that good stuff. I like that. But after I
But
finish
after-
making that huge mess, I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with that room no more.
Hey, I get it. I mean, I don't like doing dishes either.
Do you not
I've
like-
never liked it.
Yeah,
it's just one of those things. My husband already knows that one. Like
Yeah.
I do not like.
The laundry, do you just like not like folding and putting away the removing stains?
just-
What's part like?
I don't
just all
know.
of it?
I feel like I don't really know how to do laundry. Really, I mean, I do the laundry obviously, but like sometimes I'm like reading tags to like know what how to wash that item, but like I don't know. I've never really learned the proper way to actually do laundry, I guess. And
Oh yeah, me
I just-
neither. I always
I don't know. I don't like doing it. I just don't like throwing it all in there, getting them out, put them in the dryer, getting them out, folding them, putting them away. Like that's just a lot, you guys. That's a lot. It probably takes you an hour to do that.
every time I have a big thing of laundry, after I go through it, I'm like, that did not take me near as long as I expected it.
Yeah.
I would have got that done in 5 minutes if I didn't let it sit there for 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, I think laundry is just not my thing.
Yeah, well, it's not really my thing, but like when I hear other people talk about doing their laundry, I'm doing my laundry way harder. Or they're doing their laundry way harder, and my clothes look exactly the same as theirs, so I
Yeah.
don't really care. Because
Yeah.
like they're like, I do not mix. I never. My husband don't like it. That's why I don't do it now. Like mix the whites with the colors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
No,
do
I
it.
always have. Like it doesn't.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't change them really.
Yeah.
Like unless you have like a highly, like a real colored thing that's gonna like. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like when you buy something new that's never
New
been washed,
and
sometimes
colored,
you
yes,
gotta
I've done that
avoid
before.
that.
I mean, I did that for a little bit where I I'd washed jeans and I didn't realize they were new, and I had whites in there or some kind of whites or his white socks, and they turned blue, and I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, other than that, like if I'm aware of that I sometimes do, I would wash it separate. But other than that, I always just throw everything together.
Yeah,
It
I mean, I
drives
do
my
too,
sisters
except for the
crazy.
Whites. The whites, I don't do anymore. I don't put them.
My husband about had a cow, so I just stopped. And I wash my towels separate
Yeah,
than
I wash
everything
my
else.
towels separately.
But
and I
mainly
wash
because
the
I feel like
girls'
they're kind of
stuff
nasty.
separately,
But like after you wash
Yeah.
yourself, I'm just like, yeah. But no,
Yeah.
everything else I just throw in there. If I know, I'll hang stuff up. Well, actually, the first 4 or 5 times I wear it, I hang it up, and then unless I just love it so much,
Yeah.
I still throw it in the dryer. And I'm like, well, if it shrinks, it shrinks. We'll deal with that later. Because I'm like, if I can't dry it, I don't want it.
Yeah,
If I can't wash it, I don't want it. Like
I
my
like
Danny
hanging
Jewel
up my
stuff,
stuff. Mhm.
I'll turn them inside out and wash all of them. I don't dry all of
Yeah.
them. Like the dresses, I'll like
Yeah.
hang dry, but I'm like, not going to the dry cleaner. That ain't happening.
No, I've not done dry cleaners before, but I that's just too much for me. But anyway, I do hang up some of my stuff. I do hang up a lot of my dresses. Skirts, I throw them in there. Shirts, I throw them in there. But my husband's dress shirts, I've just thrown them in there. But
do
I think
too.
he had a cow one day because they were in the dryer.
Well,
so I was
before
like,
my husband said it was fine, and the other times he gets onto it, so
Yeah.
I just have it hung in his closet before he realized what's going on.
yeah, that's right.
That's like I know how to do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anytime something shrinks, I'm like, I don't know. I guess the washer just shrunk that too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or you're growing or something.
Guess we'll need to put you on a diet.
But yeah, I mean that's I think laundry is just not my thing. But Ashley, in the where we're talking about least and favorite chore and stuff, what is your favorite thing as far as like baking or cooking?
Like, which one do I prefer to
which
do?
one do you prefer? Which one is like your least, and which one do you like the most?
I know I like them both equally.
Really?
I like to cook. I like to bake. I like both of them. I will bake a pie. I will cook the whatever.
Yeah.
No, I like all of it.
I rather bake than
You like
cook.
bake?
I'm not a very good cook, you guys, but I will I have to follow some recipes on some things, and I hate that. I hate trying to like find a recipe for something that I'm just like,
Oh, yeah.
I hate it. But baking, I would rather follow a recipe and bake something so good, because I think it's just because I'm a sweet tooth person.
Maybe.
And I just love baking.
And
Baking
it's
is
like,
my thing.
I don't know, bacon does make you feel like, look at this. Like, I'm
Yeah,
always
like,
more
oh,
proud of my
yes,
baked goods than I
yes,
am my
than
cooked goods.
yes.
But I like both, yeah. I'm always like, look at this cake I just baked
Yes,
or whatever.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
was
see
so-
it, but
I was proud of myself one day because I made a homemade apple pie, and I was so excited, and my husband was like, "Yeah, it's an apple pie." Like he's seen it before, and I'm like, just look at it. Look how nice it looks. But anyway, I do love bacon than I do cooking.
yeah, I like both of them equally. And last night I made a meal. My husband said, "You must be proud of you. Told me about it twice." I made chicken, cheese, and rice, and then I made. Okay, it's not a tortilla, but it's kind of like the same stuff, but you fry it. It's like I don't know what they're called.
Like corn chips.
Kind of. I'm not really sure. It's kind of like a tortilla, but it's like cut into thirds instead of the tortilla. And when you fry it, it like bubbles up.
Oh, okay.
And so it comes like into like a little shell. And when you
Oh,
open it up,
okay.
it's empty. So I like
Stuffed it
open
in.
it and I stuffed it with the chicken, cheese, and the rice. And it
Oh.
was,
Was it good?
it was so good. And I'm like, I'm going to make like cherry pies out of this. Like the way it just, it was so good. And I was like,
Tasted so good.
yeah, I told my husband that I made it from scratch twice. And he was like, So would your apple pie be your thing you're most proud of for baking? Like your favorite thing? Or your favorite, hold
What's
on.
my favorite baking good
Yeah,
that I bake?
let me rephrase that question. So what's your favorite thing to bake?
I don't know. I think muffins, like all kinds of muffins. I made from scratch.
I was about to
Blueberry
ask if they
muffins,
from scratch.
strawberry muffins, chocolate chip muffins, and banana muffins. I
good.
feel like muffins are my thing. I guess I don't know. I've made them all. And usually Saturdays are like my big days to make breakfast because we all eat breakfast and sit down and eat breakfast. So like on Saturdays I'll get up and make something, like whether it's something from scratch, like whether it's pancakes or blueberry muffins or something. I'll make that. But
You have to send me a recipe.
But anyway, in that talk of bacon and stuff, actually, what does your day typically look like?
Like throughout a weekday?
Yeah, like, and this is like, even if you have to go out too, like, what does your day kind of consist of? You know,
So, well, okay.
as a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah. Well, usually on Monday, so my Monday is a little bit different rest of the way. Monday, we'll get up just whenever we get up.
Yeah.
And then I clean my house Monday. Like, that's the day that
That's
I'm
the day
like
where you just
cleaning,
clean.
like, trying to like clean everything.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, I've tried to do like different days clean, like you're suggesting.
Yeah, like just kind of split
Like
work.
you kind of did, but I don't know. Like every Monday, I feel like maybe because I wake up and the house is so messy,
From
it just
the
like
weekend?
makes
Yeah.
it just makes me like I gotta start and clean everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I do on Mondays, and then the rest of the week, we usually get up like anywhere between 6 and then like 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's usually when we wake up. Usually we'll make breakfast. I'll clean.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like I try to clean up the breakfast mess, tidy up, do some laundry, and then we try to go outside. And then we just like play all day
Kinda.
until supper time, about 3. Then I go in and I start cooking supper, and then like the whole nighttime
What
routine.
time does your husband usually get home?
It varies.
Varies?
I never know. It's sometimes he'll be home by 4. Sometimes he's not home till 8.
Yeah.
So it just kind of depends on the work he's doing. So I usually just kind of like, hey, what time you be home?
Mm-hmm.
I try to have supper done by like 4:30.
Yeah.
Is
do
what
you
time-
I was gonna say, do you usually try to have dinner done?
Yeah,
before
because
he
me
gets
and the
home?
kids are on a real strict eating schedule. Like, if I go past my mealtime, I am grouchy and I'm like not fun to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
So we eat the same time. So if my husband's like, "Hey, I'll be home around 5 today," we'll wait. But if he's like, "Hey, I'm not gonna be home till 6 or 7," we eat without him.
Yeah.
But when he comes home, we all sit down and eat or we don't eat with him. We just sit down while
Sit
he
down,
eats and
yeah.
chats, and then we'll go play some more. Then I'll usually do an afternoon walk. Then I'll give the kids a bath. We bathe and then do
to sleep.
sleep stuff.
I mean, it sounds kind of like my typical day of a stay-at-home mama. I, now that I don't work anymore, I'm sleeping in a little bit longer. I have been this week anyway, because I feel like I'm just playing catch up from last week and stuff. So I know the girls. I think my girls switched roles because my youngest one usually she would sleep in, and my oldest one would wake up from like 7:30, something like that. But now I feel like they switched roles. My oldest one, I think she might be going through a growth spurt anyway, but I think she's been sleeping in more and sleeping till about 8. And then the other one has been getting up with my husband like at 6:30, and I'm over here still in bed. But he doesn't mind. I feel like they switch roles, but this week I have been sleeping in. My husband kind of, he's getting ready for the day. But I usually get up. I just hadn't this week because I feel like I've been just drained and I just want to sleep. And so sorry, honey. But anyway, my little girl has been up, so I usually try to get up right before he leaves, so that way he can just finish getting ready. But anyway, and that's only this week, you guys. It's not a normal
You
week.
usually get up with your husband.
Yeah, I do.
What time does he get up?
Now, my husband, listen, I try to get up at 6. I want to have that hour was just me by myself and I, like nobody touching me, nobody wanting nothing from me.
I tried to explain that to my husband the other day, and he did not understand me. And I'm like, okay, I just.
I feel like, I don't know, you're constantly with your kids, and that's fine, and like even with your husband, but like I have to have at least that hour or two to just by myself.
Yeah,
Nobody
I'm a loner. At heart. Like I've always just kind of like I like people, I really do, but
Yeah.
then like I just want them to leave, and I just want to spend time alone. I don't have to have somebody with me constantly.
Right,
Like I
right.
prefer not to.
Yeah.
And the other day, my husband like sat down, and he kept getting like he sit his chair almost on my chair, and I'm like. You're gonna have to give me some space. The kid's been on me all day, and he was like so offended. I'm like, it's not you. It's nothing to do with you. It's just like I've not had a moment to myself.
Yeah.
And like my kids get up with me, they go to bed with me. I'm like, I just need.
I think my husband didn't understand that either, because when I was babysitting, I had all the toddlers and my kid. So like all the toddlers would be, I'd be either holding one, taking care of one. One would be holding, it was just kids all over me all the time. So my husband didn't understand when he got home. He wanted a hug, or he wanted just to like pat me, and I'm over here like, no. And he'd be like, "Why are you flinching?" I said, I really don't want to be touched.
I'm gonna have to send
I was
back
like,
my
I
husband
know- I
hears
was
this
like,
clip because I'm like, it's
nothing wrong with you. I was like, I love you still, and I'm glad you're home, but I'm like, I don't want to be touched today. Like, give me a few
and
hours.
I'm like, and I'm different days are different moods. Like some days the kids are not like just on me all day, and it doesn't bother me as much if you're like, wanting to be all,
Yeah, just-
like sitting by me or hugging or
Yeah.
all that stuff. That's fine. But then other days, I like if they don't leave me alone, they don't nap together, nothing, and I'm like,
Yes.
I just want everybody to not touch me,
Yeah.
not talk to me, to please leave me alone.
Because I mean, like there's some days that like both my kids don't take naps, or like one will take nap, but the other one, she's still with me. So like, I don't have that hour or two by myself. Like, by myself.
And I don't have it. Like, when I get up, my kids usually get up, so I don't have that time. Because I want to get up earlier, but what I've noticed is, like, when I get up earlier, my kids do too. So it's either, like, I can sleep in and they can sleep in, or I can get up earlier and they'll
They
get up
can
and
get
be
up early,
grouchy.
Yeah, see, that's my kids will like if I get up, they usually are asleep. But like this week, like I said, I feel like my kid's trying to wake me up on my time because she's getting up at 6. I'm not getting up at 6, so I think she's trying to get me back on my schedule or something. I don't know. But
Now I don't feel so bad because I was
anyway.
I love everybody. I just want y'all to leave me alone.
No, don't feel bad, because there's days that I'm like that. Like my kids are wallowing me to death, and I love them, I really do. But like, I don't want you to keep wallowing all over me. And when my husband's home, I know he just wants to give me a hug and stuff, but I'm like, oh, I just don't want to be touched right now. I'm like, don't, nothing wrong with you. I love you. I'm glad you're home.
Okay, thank you. I'm
But
going to
anyway.
let my husband hear this and be like, that's not just me.
No, that's not just you. But anyway, my typical day is just, waking up, getting my husband off to work, my time by myself. There'll be days where you go pay your bills. I don't know, Ashley, if you have to go or if it's all online for you, but like there's some for me.
Usually
I have
I'll
to
do
go.
like Wednesdays. Just today. I'll go like do whatever I need to run, and I'll like take the kids to the park that same day.
Okay.
And usually I'll get lunch. Like if we're gonna go to the park or something, we just kind of like I'll pack a lunch. That's just during our like outside
Yeah.
play. Like I just pack lunch and we just head that way.
There you go. Well, I mean, like I said, my days varies too, but like there's days where I'll go and pay the bills and then come back home, and we'll be home for the rest of the day. But my normal typical day would probably be where we all wake up, start our day, and we'll be home. We'll go outside and play. It's summer, so the girls are excited that they're water play now. So I mean, it's just normal, a stay-at-home mom. And I think sometimes I do try to look up a recipe where I can try to make it that day. Like if you know for sure you're staying home all day, I like to try something new. So whether it's trying some new dinner rolls, trying a new pie, or, new muffins, I really like doing that because I love baking, and that's something I've been really truly trying to do during the week when I know I'm going to be home.
Do you like meal plan?
I do meal plan. Yes.
So I kind of do the same
love
thing. Like
meal plan.
I'll like whatever day I do it, usually Monday or Sunday. I'll kind of like look at my week and I'm like, all right, this is kind of what we'll be doing this day and that day, and then I try to
Yeah.
plan my meals. So I do that kind of the same thing. Like if I know I'm going to be home in time to get something done, like a different meal, I do the same thing.
Yeah, that's my typical day. I try to get our dinner done before he gets home too. But usually he'll get off at 5. But he also has an hour from work in here, so sometimes that varies because of traffic and work constructions going on. So like, it's just one of those things. And now too, now that I'm done, I can actually start getting dinner done working, I should say, or babysitting. I can actually start working dinner a little bit earlier and make sure it's on time, because there for a little bit, I wouldn't start dinner until after the kids all left, because I felt like, I should be attentive to those children, So I never would have started dinner while they were there. I waited until their moms picked them up, and then I started dinner. But that would set our dinner time a little bit later all the time. But we all ate together, so that was fine.
We usually do, but if he's super late or
Yeah.
like an hour or so later, then I don't wait on him.
Yeah, and like last night, it was not a normal day because yesterday was my last day with the kids. So like I did a lot more stuff yesterday with the kids, and then my husband had something going on that evening, so he didn't stay home with us and eat. So we all us three. It's been a while since it's just been us three eating dinner by ourselves. So like we ate dinner by ourselves, and it felt weird because I usually sit down and talk. But yeah, so it's been a while since we all ate without him. But yesterday was not a normal day without him being home. So
We try to, but if his schedule's way different, but we do kind of sit down with him while he eats, so we're all together at some point. Are you like a go person or stay home person? Are you a homebody or like a...
my husband thinks that I'm a go person, but I used to think that too, but I am not. I really, truly am not a go person. I stayed at home for so long without going anywhere during the week because I was babysitting that I just became a homebody.
I've always been a homebody. Even as like a teenager, I was a homebody. Like I've always just preferred, I just like being home. Like I'll go out. Usually when I get out, I'm happy with whatever's going on. I'm usually happy to be there and I'm enjoying myself, but like I told my husband, I was like, if I ever get a home that I love, because we rent and it's not like my home. It is my home, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's not mine. I can't just go, I'm not going to just go knock down a wall, do anything that I just want to the house. Anyways, I was like, if I ever get a house that I really love, I'm never going to leave. It's going to be home all the time. I love it.
I mean, I like you said, I'm a home person. I really am. I truly, like you said too, Lo, I enjoyed, like, even if it's during the week where we have play dates or where we just go to the park. I mean, we enjoy that too, but like, we won't like go out, blow out and shopping and eating out and all that stuff during the week. I think for me, that I wait for my husband to do that.
Yeah, so I'll do like a weekend shopping, but I'm like, I love buying stuff, but I don't love shopping.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah, that makes sense to me. So if it doesn't make sense to anybody, that's okay.
Yeah, like it's not like, oh, I just don't blow money.
Yeah.
That's not true. Like I could really, I just like don't love shopping. I don't. I like getting online, finding something, or if I'm looking for something particular, like every so often, maybe like once a month we'll shop, and I'm good with that. But it's not like I just love shopping. I want to go shop every day. No.
Yeah.
No. If I've been there last week, there's really nothing more I need to see.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
So that's all the time we have for now. I could talk all day.
I'll talk about all about homemaking stuff, you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this one as much as we did, because we're a stay-at-home mamas. We love it. We love doing all things stay-at-home mamas. And one day, Ashley, we will talk about us being outside in our garden.
Yes, you want a garden too?
I want a garden too, girl.
I planted me some herbs in a little pot this year. I was like, I've got to do something. I got to grow my own something.
Well,
So
listen, we all have dreams, even if it's a stay-at-home mama. I know you guys have dreams. We have dreams. But anyway, we thank you guys for watching. You guys come back for our next video, and hope you like and subscribe.
we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.